A fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But here in our little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It is indeed. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in one word: tradition. We always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. And because of our traditions, every one of us knows who he is and what God expects him to do.
The matchmaker.
I have a perfect match for your son, a wonderful girl.
Who is it?
Ruko, shoemaker's daughter.
Ruko? Oh, but she can't see. She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, Arthur. Is your son so much to look at? The way she sees and the way he looks? Perfect match.
And Nahum, the beggar.
Here, Renachem, is 1 kopek.
1 kopek? Last week you gave me 2 kopeks.
I had a bad week.
Well, you had a bad week and I should suffer.
And the most important of all, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar. Of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
There are the others in our village. They run in a much bigger circle. His Honor Constable, His Honor Priest, His Honor many others. We don't bother them, and so far they don't bother us. And amongst ourselves, we always get along perfectly well. Of course, there was the time when he sold him a horse and delivered a mule. But that's all settled now. And now we live in simple peace and harmony.
It was a horse! It was a mule!
You'll see, Gola. I'll find every one of them a husband, but you shouldn't so kicky. Even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband, God forbid. And who should know better than me? Ever since my husband died, I've been a poor widow, alone, nobody to talk to, nothing to say to anyone. It's no life. All I do at night is think of him. And even thinking of him gives me no pleasure because you know as well as I, he wasn't much of a person. Everything he touched turned to mud, never earned a living, but it's better than nothing.
Good evening. Is Saito in the house?
Yes, but she's busy. Come back later.
I would like to speak to her.
Later.
Oh, Ronald, I thought I heard you.
Finish what you were doing. I said later.
Oh, thank you.
What does that poor little tailor Mahu want with Saito?
They were friends since they were children together. They talk, they play.
They play? What do they play?
Who knows? They're just children.
From such children come other children.
Otto! He's another.
Children. They are your blessing in your old age. But my Aaron couldn't give me any children. Believe me, he was good as gold. Never raised his voice to me. But otherwise, he wasn't much of a man, so it doesn't matter if he never raised his voice. But what's the use complaining? Some women enjoy complaining, but yenta, not every woman is a yenta. So I must go prepare my poor Sabbath table. So goodbye, Golda. And it's been a pleasure talking our hearts out to each other.
Yenta, you had said you had news for me.
Oh, I'm losing my head. One day it will fall off altogether and a horse will kick it in the mud and then goodbye, Yenta. Of course the news. It's about Laser Wolf, the butcher. A good man, a fine man. And I don't have to tell you he's well off. But he's lonely, poor man, you understand. Of course you do. To make it short, out of the whole town, he has cast his eye on Saito.
My Saito?
No, the Tsar's Saito. Of course you're Saito.
Such a match for my Saito. But Tevye wants to learn a man. He doesn't like
Laser Wolf. Listen to me, Golden. Send Tevye to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Laser discuss it with him. He'll win him over. He's a good man, a wealthy man. True? True. So, you'll let me know how it goes. And you don't have to thank me, Golda, because aside from my fee, which anyway, Laser will pay, it gives me satisfaction to make people happy. What better satisfaction is there? So, goodbye, Golda, and you're welcome.
What did she want, Mama? When I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish sweeping the floor. I wonder if Yenta found a husband for you. I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a husband.
Not unless it's Matsu the tailor.
And I didn't ask you. Saito, you're the oldest. They have to make a match for you before they can make one for me.
And then after her, one for me.
So if Yenta brings... Oh, Yenta! Well, someone has to arrange the matches. Young people can't decide these things for themselves.
She may bring someone wonderful,
Interesting.
and well off.
Important. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match.
Matchmaker, you bring the veil, you bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see.
For Papa, make him a scholar.
For Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so bring me a match of my own.
Since when are you interested in a match, Hala? I thought you had your eye on your books. And you had your eye on the rabbi's son. Why not? We only have one rabbi and he only has one son. Why shouldn't I want the best? Because you're a girl from a poor family. So whatever Yenti brings, you'll take, right? Of course, right. Have I been a match for you? He's handsome, he's young. All right, he's 62, but he's a nice and a good cat. True. I promise you'll be happy, but even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me what. Mama, I met him. Won't you be a lucky bride? He's handsome, he's tall. That is from side to side, but he's a nice man, a good cat, right? Right. You heard he has a temper, he'll beat you every night, but only when he's sober. So you're all right. Did you think you'd get a prince? Well, I do the best I can. With no dowry, no money, no family background. Be glad you got a man.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young. Please take your time.
Till this minute I misunderstood that I could get stuck for good.
Dear Yenta, see that he's gentle. Remember, you were also a bride. It's not that I'm sentimental. It's just that I'm terrified. Matchmaker, matchmaker, planning no plans. I'm in no rush. Maybe I learned. Playing with matches, a girl can get burned. So bring me no ring, brew me no brew, find me no vine, catch me no cat, unless he's a matchless match.
Dear God, today I am a horse. Did you have to make my poor old horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's bad enough you pick on me, poor Tevye. Bless him with 5 daughters and a life of poverty. What you got against my horse? Sometimes I think when things get too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see what kind of mischief I can play on my friend Tevye.
Oh, you're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith for Sabbath.
Hurry up, the sun won't wait for you, and I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. I'm not really complaining. I mean, after all, with your help, I'm starving to death. You've made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, there's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So would it have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. All day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle man. I build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can, and with each would land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty rich, dial man, I'd see my wife, my gold, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delights. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Boy, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important man in town would come to fawn on me. They would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the Wise. If you please, Reptilia, pardon me, Reptilia, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one little difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray. Maybe have a seat by the eastern wall, and I discuss the holy books with a learned man 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. But would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? I'm sorry, Red Mortimer. I had a little accident with my horse.
Tanya, you didn't bring the rabbi's order.
I know, Redmando.
Tanya, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Talking about news. Terrible news. The outside world, terrible.
What is it? What does it say?
It says, in a village called Rajana, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land. Maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague. Amen. Why don't you ever bring us some good news?
I only read it. from the authorities.
May the authorities start itching in places they can't reach.
Amen. Why do you curse them? What good does your cursing do? You stand around and you curse and you chatter and you don't do anything. Kill all. Chatter your way into the grave.
Excuse me. You're not from this village.
No.
Where are you from?
Kiev. I was a student from the university.
The university. Is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
That's where I learned that there is more to life than talk. You must know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He is right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it'll land in your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
Right. Wait. He's right. And he's right.
They both can't be right.
No. You are also right.
He's right. He's a little wet behind the ears.
Yeah.
Sabbath, Debbie.
Sabbath. Good Sabbath. Heavy.
Tanya, the rabbi's order, my cheese.
Of course. So, you're from Kiev, Reb
Perchik.
Perchik. You're a newcomer here. As Abraham said, I am a stranger in a strange land.
Moses said that.
Forgive me. As King David put it, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he sure talked a lot.
My cheese.
Of course. Here, take a piece.
I have no money. I am no beggar.
It's a blessing for me to give here. Take it.
Very well. For your sake.
You know, it's no crime to be poor.
In this country, it is the rich who are the criminals. Someday, their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
And who would make this miracle come to pass?
People. Ordinary people.
Like you.
Like me.
Nonsense.
And until your golden day comes, Reb Perchik, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
I have 5 daughters.
5
Daughters.
Girls should learn too. Girls are people.
A radical.
I would be happy to teach them. Open their minds to great thoughts.
What kind of thoughts?
The Bible has many lessons for our times.
I am a very poor man. Food for lessons. Good. Join us for Sabbath. Of course, we don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them must be sick.
And where does the book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly say that, but somewhere there's something about the chicken. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children!
Good Sabbath, Papa!
Reb Perchik. Children, this is Reb Perchik. Reb Perchik, this is my eldest daughter's son.
Good Sabbath.
Sabbath.
You have a pleasant daughter.
I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. This is mine. Oh, this is not mine. Reb Perchik, this is Malcolm Soil. He is a...
So you did me a favor and came in?
This is also mine. Golda, this is Reb Perchik. He's from Kiev. He'll be spending the Sabbath with us. He's a teacher. Children, would you like to take lessons from me?
I really am a good teacher. A very good teacher.
I once heard the rabbi who must praise himself as a congregation of
daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
The wit she gets from me, as the good book says.
The good book can wait. Get washed.
The tongue she gets from her mother.
Mutzel, you reading with us? Of course, another blessing. Seitel, 2 more. Sprinza, Fielka, get washed.
Mom can help me.
Get the table, all right? Chava, you go too. You can wash outside by the well. Tevya, I have something to say to you.
Shh, I'm praying, Mom.
Tevya, I have to tell you that I heard from Yenta, and she was saying that you need to go see Laser Wolf.
The butcher? What for?
I don't know, only that he says it's important.
What could be important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After Sabbath, go see him, talk to him.
Talk to him about what? He's thinking of buying my new milk cow. He could forget it.
Tevya, a man sends an important message. Don't be an ox. Go see him and talk to him.
Talk to him about what? He wants to buy my new milk cow.
Talk to him.
All right, after the Sabbath, I'll talk to him.
Model Yenta was here.
I saw her.
If they agree on someone, there will be a match, and then it will be too late for us.
Don't worry, Zeitel. I have found someone who will sell me his huge sewing machine, so in a few weeks I'll have saved up enough to buy it, and then your father will be impressed with me.
Model, a few weeks may be too late.
What else can we do?
Well, you could ask my father for my hand tonight, now.
Why should he consider me now? I'm only a poor tailor.
And I am only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Zeitel, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Model!
I'm only a poor tailor.
Model, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. So,
That's true.
will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk to him.
Late! Where is everybody? Late!
Reb Tevye.
Come, children, we're lighting the candles.
Reb Tevye.
Yes, yes, what is it? What is it? Well, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Reb Tevye.
Good Sabbath. Come, come.
Protect and defend
bottle of your best brandy and 2 glasses.
The best brandy, friend, please.
What's the occasion? Are we getting ready for a party?
There might be a party, even a wedding.
A wedding! Wonderful! And I'll be happy to make it merry, lead the dancing and so forth. For a little fee, naturally.
Naturally. A wedding is no wedding without you. Or your fee.
Good evening, innkeeper.
Good evening.
We'd like a drink. Sit down together.
Vodka, schnapps?
Vodka.
Right away.
Good evening.
Good evening, Debbie.
What are you doing here so early?
He wants to buy my new milk cow. Good evening, Red Laser.
Tevye, sit down, have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it with you, Tevye?
How should it go?
That's right.
And you?
The same.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, how is your brother-in-law in America?
I believe he's doing very well.
Oh, he wrote you.
No, nothing.
Then how do you know?
Well, if he was doing poorly, he would write. May I?
So, Tevye, I suppose you know why I wanted to see you.
Yes, I do, Red Laser, and there's no use talking about it.
Why not?
But why, yes, why should I get rid of her?
Well, we'd have a few more without her.
Oh, I see. Today you want 1, tomorrow you want 2.
2? Why would I want 2?
The same thing you would do is with 1.
Tevye, this is very important to me.
Why is it so important to you?
You don't know? Well, frankly, I'm lonesome.
Lonesome, what are you talking about?
You don't know.
We're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy for me.
A milk cow, so I won't be lonesome.
What's so fun?
I was talking about your daughter Seidel.
My daughter, Seidel?
Of course your daughter Seidel. I see her every Thursday at my butcher shop, and she's made a good impression on me. I like her. And as for me, well, Tevye, you know, I'm pretty well off. I have my own house, a good shop, a servant. Oh, Tevye, look, why do we have to impress each other? Let's shake hands and call it a match. And you won't need a dowry for her. And maybe you'll find something in your own purse, too.
Shame on you! Shame! What do you mean, my own purse? My daughter Seidel's not the sort I would sell for money.
All right, as you say, we won't talk about money. The main thing is, let's get this done with. And I'll be good to her, Tevye. I like her. What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think? I never liked him. Why should I? Sure, you could have a fine conversation and talk about kidneys and livers. On the other hand, not everybody's got to be a scholar. If you're wealthy enough, no one call you stupid. And with a butcher, my daughter will surely never know hunger. Of course, he has a problem. He's much older than her. That's her problem. On the other hand, she's younger. That's his problem. I only ever saw him as a butcher. Maybe I misjudged him. He's a good man. Likes her. Try to make her happy. Do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Oh, Tevye, that's wonderful. Let's drink on it.
Why not? To you.
No, my friend, to you.
To the both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreements. To prosperity. To good life and good health. And most important, to life, to life. The father I try to be.
It's too my right to be. Drink Lakaya, to life, Lakaya. Lakaya, to life.
Life has a way of confusing us.
Blessing and proving us. Drink Lakaya, to life.
God would like to be joyful even when our hearts lie dancing up and forth.
How much more can we be joyful when there's really something to be joyful for? Life, Lakaya.
Simon, my daughter!
My wife. It gives you something to think about.
Something to think about!
Drink Lakaya.
Life!
Remarka.
Yes, I know!
Drinks for everybody.
What's the occasion?
I'm taking myself a drive.
Who is it?
Can you tell us? Psycho!
The legs are rolled to Kenya!
Psycho, your daughter, my wife. You don't think when this marriage happens, we will be related. You will be my papa.
You know, I've always wanted to have a son. Just one that's a little younger.
Good evening, Constable. What's the celebration? Tebby's marrying off his oldest. May I offer my congratulations, Tebby?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Miss Tebby, I have a piece of news I think I should tell you as a friend.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm giving you this news because I like you. You're a decent, honest person, even if you are a Jewish dog.
Well, thank you, Your Honor. It's not every day a man gets a compliment like that. And your news?
We have received orders that this district is sometime soon is to have a little unofficial demonstration.
Pogrom? Here?
No, just a little unofficial demonstration.
How little?
Not too serious, just some mischief. So if an inspector comes through, he can see that we have done our duty. Personally, I don't know why there has to be this trouble between people, but I thought I should tell you, and you can tell the others.
Well, thank you, Your Honor. You are a good man, and if you don't mind my saying so, it's too bad you're not a Jew.
That's what I like about you, Tevye. Always joking. And congratulations again for your daughter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dear God, did you have to bring me news like that? And today of all days. I know we are your chosen people. Once in a while, can't you choose someone else? Anyway, thank you for sending a husband for my daughter's side. L'chaim.
Now, children, I will tell you the story from the Bible of Laban and Jacob, and then we will discuss it together, all right? Good. Now, Laban had 2 daughters, the beautiful Rachel and Leah. Jacob loved the younger Rachel and asked Laban for her hand. Laban agreed if Jacob would work for him for 7 years.
Was Laban a mean man?
He was an employer. Now, after Jacob worked for him for 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave him his ugly daughter Leah. So, to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work for him for another 7 years. You see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us that you must never trust an employer. Do you understand?
Yes. Yes, Richard.
Good. Now, we will discuss...
Papa isn't up yet? No, Mama. Then enough lessons. We'll have to do Papa's work for him today. How long could he sleep? He staggered home last night and fell into bed like a dead man. I couldn't get a word out of him. Put that away. Help me finish in the barn and wake me when Papa gets up.
That was a very interesting lesson, Perchik.
Do you think so?
Although I don't know if the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, would the rabbi's son?
My little sisters have big tongues.
And what do you know of him, except that he is the rabbi's son? Would you be interested in him if he were the shoemaker's son or the tinsmith's son?
At least I know this. He does not have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Certainly. Any new idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light."
Yes, but he was not talking to you personally.
You have spirit. Even a little intelligence, perhaps.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain? Without curiosity, it is worth a tool. Good day.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully to a girl. But, of course, that is too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions. Nothing must change. Everything must stay exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing all over, but here, men and women must stay apart. Men study, women in the kitchen. Boys and girls must not touch each other. Must not even look at each other.
I am looking at you.
You are very brave. Did you know that boys and girls in the city can be affectionate without permission from the matchmaker? They hold hands together. They even dance together. New dances, like this. I learned that in Kiev. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
There. We just changed an old custom.
Yes, well, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, good day.
Good day.
Vilka, Sprinza, what's her name?
Huddle, Papa.
Where's Seidel?
She's in the barn.
Go call her out. Perchik, how did today's lesson go?
I think we made a good beginning.
Ah! He's finally up. What happened last night besides your drinking like a peasant? Did you see Laser Wolf? Did you talk to him? What did he say? What did you say?
Oh, impatient woman! Oh. As the good book says, good news will stay, bad news will refuse to leave. And there's another saying that...
You could die from this man.
My daughter and my lamb, my Seidel, come here. You are to be congratulated. You are going to be married.
Married?
What do you mean, Papa?
Laser Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it. Would you? My heart told me that this was our lucky day. Oh, dear God, I thank thee. I thank thee.
What do you say, my child?
What can she say? Oh, my firstborn, a bride. May you grow old with him in fortune and honor. Not like Fruma Sarah, that first wife of his. She was a very bitter woman. May she rest in peace. Not like my Seidel. Oh, now I have to go thank Yenta. My Seidel, a bride!
Mazel tov, Seidel.
You call that a mazel tov? And you, Reb Perchik, aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Eitel. I'm getting a rich man.
Again with the rich! What's wrong with being rich?
There's no reason to marry. Money is the world's curse.
May the Lord smite me with it! And may I never recover! Saito knows I only mean her welfare. Isn't that right, Saito?
Yes.
There, you see?
I see. I see very well.
Saito, my child, why are you so silent? Aren't you pleased with this blessing? What is it, tell me?
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him. I can't.
What do you mean you can't? If I say you will, you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll hire myself out as a servant. I'll take dishes, I'll haul rocks. Only don't make me marry him, Papa, please.
Why, Laser, he likes you.
Papa, I will be unhappy with him. All my life will be unhappy. I will take dishes, I'll haul rocks.
But we made an agreement. And with us, an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, don't force me. I'll be unhappy all my days.
All right, my child. I won't force you.
Oh, thank you, Papa.
It seems it is not ordained that you should have any of the comforts of life, or that we should have any joy in our old age.
Revtevia, may I speak with you?
Oh, not now, not later.
I would like to speak to you.
I have problems, Matt.
Oh, that's what I want to talk to you about. I think I can help.
Certainly. Like a bandage could help a corpse. Goodbye, Mother.
At least listen to him, Papa.
All right, you have a tongue. Talk.
Revtevia, I hear you are arranging a match for Saito.
Oh, she has ears, too.
I have a match for Saito.
What kind of match?
Perfect fit.
Oh, perfect fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match was made exactly to measure.
Made to measure like a glove, perfect fit. Stop talking like a tailor and tell me who it is!
Please don't shout at me!
All right! Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it? It's me!
Myself.
Him. Himself. Either you're out of your mind or you've gone crazy. He must be crazy. What are you? Making your own match? What are you? The bridegroom, the matchmaker, the guests all rolled into one? I suppose you'll even perform the ceremony. You must be crazy.
Please, don't shout at me, Revtevia. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
A little unusual, it's crazy.
Times are changing, Revtevia. The thing is, your daughter and Saito and I gave each other a pledge more than a year ago that we would marry.
Gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa, we gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Or where do they think they are? America? And what do you think you're doing? You stitcher! You napping! This isn't the way it's done. But here. Some things I cannot, I will not allow. Tradition, marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This should never be changed. One time I think about to stop. And where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Don't I have anything to say about my own daughter? Doesn't anybody ask the father anymore?
I have wanted to ask you for some time, Revtevia, but the thing is, I wanted to save up for my own sewing machine.
Oh, stop talking like a tailor, Mato. This is nonsense. You're just a poor tailor.
That's true. But even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Retevia, your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to sound like a man. On the other hand, what kind of match would that be with a poor tailor? On the other hand, he's an honest, hard worker. But on the other hand, he has nothing, absolutely nothing. Well, on the other hand, things couldn't possibly get worse for him. They could only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him, she wants him. Look at my daughter's eyes, so hopeful. Tradition. All right, children. When shall we perform the marriage?
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Oh, Retevia, you won't be sorry.
I won't be sorry. I'm already sorry.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
They pledged their troth. Modern children. Golda? What am I going to tell Golda? What am I going to do about Golda? Help!
Oh, you were wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side, and miracle of miracles walked him through the light and death. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. He was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall down. Moses saw them there. That was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea up, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all, set out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man. God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around and miracles, led him to the promised land. And David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. And God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too. What of all those miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought could never be. God has given you to
What's going on? What's going on?
was my dream. In the beginning, I dreamt that we were having a celebration of some kind. Everybody we knew was there. And musicians too. In the middle of the dream, in walked your grandmother Zeitel.
Grandma Zeitel? How'd she look?
For a dirt woman who's been dead for 30 years, she looks very well. Naturally, I went up to greet her. She said to me,
A blessing on your head
Mazel tov.
to see a daughter wed,
Mazel tov.
and such a son-in-law like no one ever saw. The tailor Muttle Consoil.
Muttle?
A worthy boy is he,
Mazel tov.
of pious family.
Mazel tov.
They named him after my dear Uncle Mordecai, the tailor Muttle Consoil.
A tailor? She must have heard wrong. She meant a butcher.
you must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor. You mean the butcher, Grandma, by the name of Laser Wolf.
Don't be a tailor, tell ya, my great grandchild. My little rascal whom you named for me. Mutton's bride was meant to be. Such a praise I made. In heaven it was made. A fine upstanding boy, a comfort and a joy. The tailor Mutton Consoil.
But we announced it already. We made a bargain with the butcher.
But we announced it, Grandma, to our neighbors. We made a bargain, Grandma, with the butcher Laser Wolf.
No, you would not see Tanya. That's your headache. But it's the Laser Wolf, I say to you. Tanya, that's your headache too.
May it fall into the river, may it sink into the earth. What a dark and horrible dream. Oh, and to think it was brought on by that butcher. If my grandma Zeitel, may she rest in peace, took the trouble to come all the way from the other world to tell us about the tailor, then all we could say is it is all for the best, and it couldn't be any better. Amen.
Amen.
A blessing on my head, mazel tov, mazel tov. Like Grandma Zeitel said, mazel tov, mazel tov. We'll have a son-in-law like no one ever saw. The tailor Muttle comes oil.
We haven't got the man
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
we had when we began.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
But since your grandma came, they'll marry what's his name?
The tailor Muttle comes oil.
The tailor Muttle comes oil. The tailor Muttle comes oil. The tailor Muttle comes oil.
Bagels, fresh bagels.
Did you hear? Teddy Zeitel is marrying Motto, not Laser Wolf.
No! Zeitel is marrying Mottle.
Yes.
What's all the excitement?
Teddy Zeitel is going to marry.
I know! Laser Wolf the Butcher!
No. Motto, the tailor.
Mottle the tailor? That's terrible! Mazel tov, Mottle!
Imagine, Zeitel is marrying Motto. I can't believe it. What's wrong, my son Motto? Oh, excuse me, Zeitel. Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Thank you. You soldier have a wedding hat for me? And I will order the hat, but it's not cheap. I got his bride, I can get his hat. Come on. Oh, Hannah, can you watch the shop for a few moments? I'll be back soon.
Of course.
Come on, I'll show you.
Mazel tov, mother.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mazel tov, Papa. Mazel tov, congratulations. Mazel tov, what a pretty hair you have. Mazel tov.
Please, may I pass?
Why? We're congratulating you. Mazel tov. Congratulations.
All right, stop it.
What's wrong with you?
Just stop it.
Now listen here, Pietro.
Goodbye, Sasha. I said goodbye. Sorry about that. They meant no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
I often cruise through the booksellers. And how many girls in this village like to read? I'd like to borrow this book. It's very good.
No, thank you.
Why? Because I'm not Jewish. Do you feel the way that they feel about you, that they feel about us?
What do you know about me?
let me tell you myself. I'm a pleasant fellow. Charming, honest, ambitious, quite bright, and very modest.
I don't think we should be talking this way.
I often do things I shouldn't. Here, take the book. It's by Henry Kahn. Happens to be Jewish, I believe.
That doesn't matter.
Quite right. Good. After you read it, we can talk about it for a while, and then we can talk about things and life, and it can all turn out quite pleasant.
Oh, Vedka, can I do something for you?
No, thank you.
You forgot your book.
No, it's mine.
Thank you, Helen.
Good day, Helen.
Good day.
Fiedka.
Good day, Fiedka.
My friends, we are gathered to share in the joy of the newlyweds, mantel entitled, May they live together in peace to a ripe old age. Amen. Amen. And here comes our beloved Rabbi. May he be with us for many, many years. Amen. Amen. Now, I would like to announce that the bride's parents are giving the newlyweds the following. A new feather bed. 2 pillows. Goose pillows. And there's pair of candlesticks. Now, let us not in our joy tonight forget those of us that cannot be here no longer with us, our dear departed, who lived in pain, poverty, and hardship, and who died in pain, poverty, and hardship. But enough tears. Let us be merry and content like our good friend Laser Wolf, who has everything in this world except a bride. But Laser has no ill feelings. In fact, he has a gift for the newlyweds that he would like to announce himself. Laser Wolf, come.
Like he said, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I am giving the newlyweds 5 chickens, 1 for each of the first 5 Sabbaths of their wedded life.
Laser Wolf, you are a decent man. As the good book says, there was a famous saying that says,
Rantelia, I am not marrying your daughter, so I don't have to listen to your saying.
If you would only give me a second, I was only going to say...
Why should I listen to you, a man who breaks an agreement?
Now, Laser, in the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to talk.
What right? It's not your wedding!
It should have been.
Rev Laser, don't shame Rev Tevye at his daughter's wedding.
Why not? He shamed me in front of the whole village.
Rabbi, say something.
I say, let's sit down.
Well, we all heard the wise words of the rabbi. Sit down.
Now, I'd like to sing a little song.
And you empty your disease! Sit down! Leave my chickens out of this! We had a barn! The terms were not settled! We drank on it!
I had a sign my own grandmother came to me in a dream.
What sign? What grandmother? My grandfather came to me from the grave and said her grandmother was a big liar.
We drank on it!
Quiet, I'm trying to sing.
Quiet! What's all the shouting about? They drank on it, an agreement, a sign. It's all nonsense. Zaita wanted to marry Nuttall and not Laser.
A young girl decides for herself?
Why not? Yes! They loved each other.
Love?
Terrible!
He's a radical.
What happens to the matchmaker?
Rabbi, I know. Let's sit down. I know.
Musicians, a dance. Come on, dance. It's a wedding. We got to dance.
Who will dance with me?
That's a sin.
Don't think you dance at the wedding.
Not with that girl.
Oh, that's what comes from inviting a wild man into your home.
He's not a wild man. His ideas are a little different.
It's a sin. It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask him.
Rabbi.
There, see? It's not exactly forbidden, but
No, you see? It is not forbidden. Not forbidden.
And it is no sin. Now, who will dance with me?
Only a dance, Mama.
Play.
genuinely sorry, you understand. Of course. Come.
Take him in the house.
What is everybody standing around for? Clean up! Clean up.
Thank you.